November 2nd, 2022. A reporter clicks publish on an article about a crypto trading firm called Alameda Research. The article reveals something weird. Most of Alameda's balance sheet is made up of a token called FTT, a token created by FTX. Within 10 days, $32 billion would disappear. 1 million people would lose their money, and a 30-year-old vegan in cargo shorts would be revealed as one of the biggest fraudsters in American history. This is the story of FTX, the crypto heist nobody saw coming. Sam Bankman-Fried was a genius. At least, that's what everyone thought. MIT graduate, worked at Jane Street, one of Wall Street's most prestigious trading firms. By age 30, he was worth $16 billion. Forbes put him on the cover. Politicians took his money. Celebrities loved him. He slept 4 hours a night, drove a Toyota Corolla, lived in a penthouse with 10 roommates, said he wanted to give away his entire fortune to save the world. The perfect Boy Scout of crypto. Except he wasn't. Let me explain how this works, explained like you're 5. FTX was a cryptocurrency exchange. Think of it like a bank, but for Bitcoin and other digital coins. You deposit your money, you trade, you withdraw. Simple. FTX started in 2019. It grew fast, really fast. By 2022, it was the third largest crypto exchange in the world. Celebrities were doing commercials. Tom Brady got paid $55 million to smile and say he trusted FTX. Larry David did a Super Bowl ad. Stephen Curry, Gisele Bündchen, Shaquille O'Neal, they all said FTX was safe. Customers believed them. Over 1 million people put their money into FTX. Here's what they didn't know. Sam also owned another company, Alameda Research, a trading firm that was supposed to be completely separate from FTX, but it wasn't. Sam had built a secret back door. Alameda could take money directly from FTX customer accounts without anyone knowing, without permission. $8 billion. He used that money to gamble on risky investments, buy luxury real estate in the Bahamas, make political donations, $40 million to politicians, by the way, and nobody asked questions. Why would they? He was Sam Bankman-Fried, the good guy. Until November 2nd, 2022. CoinDesk publishes that article. Alameda's balance sheet leaks. People see that most of Alameda's assets are FTT tokens, tokens that FTX itself created, tokens that aren't real money. Imagine if your bank told you they had billions of dollars in assets. Then you found out those assets were just monopoly money they printed themselves. That's what happened. Changpeng Zhao, CEO of Binance, FTX's biggest competitor, sees the article. He tweets that Binance will sell all its FTT tokens, $580 million worth. Panic. Within hours, everyone wants their money back. Customers try to withdraw from FTX, but there's a problem. The money isn't there. Remember that $8 billion hole? Yeah, that. Sam tries everything. He calls the Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia. Rejected. He begs for emergency funding. Rejected. Binance almost buys FTX for a day, then backs out when they see the real numbers. November 11th, 2022. FTX files for bankruptcy. Sam resigns as CEO. John Ray III takes over. You know who John Ray is? He's the guy who cleaned up Enron, the biggest corporate fraud in history until that point. Ray looks at FTX's books and writes this in a court filing. Never in my career have I seen such a complete failure of corporate controls. Coming from the Enron guy, that's saying something.
Sam gets arrested in the Bahamas on December 12th, extradited to the United States, charged with wire fraud, securities fraud, money laundering, 7 criminal charges. Maximum sentence, 110 years in prison. His defense? I didn't know. I was just bad at managing the company. Oops. But here's the thing. He did know. Enter Caroline Ellison, CEO of Alameda Research, also Sam's on and off girlfriend. She cuts a deal with prosecutors, pleads guilty, agrees to testify. In court, she explains everything. How Sam told her to create fake balance sheets, 7 different versions. How he directed her to use FTX customer money to pay Alameda's debts. How he knew there was a $13 billion hole in the accounts as early as September 2022. She stands up in court, takes almost 30 seconds to find Sam in the room because he cut his hair and wore a suit instead of his usual cargo shorts, and says, "Sam directed me to commit these crimes." November 2nd, 2023, exactly 1 year after that CoinDesk article, a jury finds Sam Bankman-Fried guilty on all 7 counts. March 28, 2024, he's sentenced to 25 years in prison. He's currently sitting in a federal prison in California. Caroline Ellison got 2 years. She's already out. So what happened to everyone else? Tom Brady lost $30 million in worthless FTX stock. Gisele Bündchen lost $18 million. Stephen Curry, Shaquille O'Neal, Larry David, all of them are being sued by FTX investors for promoting what turned out to be a fraud. Sequoia Capital, one of the most prestigious venture capital firms in the world, lost $214 million. They literally published an article on their website calling Sam the next Warren Buffett. They deleted it. Over 1 million people lost their savings. Some lost everything, their retirement, their kids' college funds. Gone. But here's the craziest part. This wasn't new. This exact same scheme happened before. 20 years ago, another man ran a fraud that looked almost identical, except he didn't use crypto, he used Wall Street, and he fooled everyone for 2 decades. His name was Bernie Madoff, and he stole $65 billion. Same game, different decade, different players, but the pattern? Identical. If you want to understand how frauds like FTX keep happening, you need to see the pattern, and we're just getting started. Hit subscribe, because the next story makes FTX look like a warm-up. And if you're sitting there thinking this could never happen to you, remember, Tom Brady thought the same thing. Leave a comment. What surprised you most about this story? Did you know anyone who lost money in FTX? See you in the next one.